One of the craziest, most ridiculous, funniest shows I've ever seen. Shin Chan, baby. Alright, Shin Chan is pretty much the show of Shin Nohara and the Nohara family, his mother, his father, and his little sister. And pretty much just a bunch of exploits they do. It's like the show is cut up into 4 little skit episodes. Each episode for the show is pretty much a random series of stories. So 1 minute it could be like talking about the kids playing and having fun, and then it could be like Shin at his house with his family. But it really works for this show because of the humor this show implies. One thing this show is, it's incredibly funny because of its dialogue. Strictly because of its dialogue. It is hilarious. Why? Because almost anything any random person says sets up for a funny line. And I know what you're thinking, why? Are you serious? You can't be serious. But I am. This series is hilarious. I watched this series so much that I actually had to go and buy it on DVD. The entire first season, 26 episodes, right here. Now, I haven't watched the entire season 2, but I've watched a good majority of the episodes, and it gets way more ridiculous and way more out there than it already was, and it was pretty out there to begin with. The humor for this show could pretty much describe it as, oh my god, I cannot believe he just said that. The animation for the show, it's nothing special, you know, it's old style animation, but it's still good. One really funny thing, if you decide to buy this on DVD, or if you've seen the show and you're thinking about buying it on DVD, you should, because there's actually a comparison. On the back of the DVD, there's a special feature that has one of the original Japanese episodes, Battle Inchman, which, if you've watched the show, there's a couple of skits called Inchman, which is the principal's secret identity, pretty much like a anime, pretty much like a poor man's Batman, I guess you could call it. It shows the whole entire episode as one in original Japanese dialogue, and you can see how much they changed in it, just with dialogue, how over the top the humor is, how much better the show got as a comedy. And if you think of how much they did that for the entire show, you're blown away. It's completely ridiculous. Each character in the show has, of course, their own little stereotype or something about them that just makes them ridiculous. Shin, he's ridiculous. He's kind of stupid. He's a cool character, he is, and he just goes into wild adventures all the time, and he has some obsession with showing his rear end. You'll know the second you start seeing. One of his friends, Georgie, is a patriot, I guess the best way. A really over-stereotypical Republican patriot. That's his stereotype, and it's really funny. One of the most ridiculous characters on the show is not even a real human being. It's a toy bunny. Happiness Bunny. In the show, there's this girl who is one of Shin's friends, and she pretty much comes from a home that is really messed up. There are so many just messed up lines that she says. Oh my god, man, it just makes you crack up. And I really don't want to quote them here because you got to see the show for yourself to understand these lines. And she has this bunny called Happiness Bunny that she bought. And whenever she goes into a tangent, she beats the crap out of it and instantly feels better. She's just like, bam, 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 instantly feels better. It's messed up, but it's funny. The Happiness Bunny is a ridiculous character that goes into depression whenever this happens. Tells one of these over dramatic speeches that are like, oh, this is a cruel life. My life is hell. I've been through more than any of you can imagine. When he's just a toy bunny being beaten up. It's so wrong, man. And a lot of the family also, they also have some good parts. Each episode has 4 to 5 different episodes in it, split up into about, I'd say 5-6 minutes per one. And so it's a good runtime for each episode, so you can just blow through a couple skits and just move on with your day if you really want to. Or if you want to save time, you can just watch one and go ahead. All of them are funny, and it's on DVD. Hello. As far as content on these DVDs go, it's actually decent content, considering normal anime DVDs have only the trailers for it. This one actually has going behind the voice recordings, an original Japanese episode to compare how different the series really is to its Japanese and American version. Commentary on episodes 4 and 17. Don't ask me why they only did those two. Cast auditions and original storyboards. So content, it's up there. It's good. And so in conclusion, Shin Chan is one of the funniest shows of all time. You should definitely check it out. Watch it on Netflix. Buy it on DVD. Do whatever you gotta do to see this show. It is hilarious. You will laugh every episode. Thank you for watching More Reviews WTF. This has been the Anime Weekend, and I'll see you next time.